So we finished up at the United Rally. You know, we're just so very humbled when we, you know, walk through and people reach out to us.
I don't think we have that much inability to control our impulse buying, do we?
It is just filled with trash.
These Saguaro cactus are so interesting.
Water! We're in the desert.
I don't know, guys. Wind and dust. You guys ready? We're finally getting to go out on a fun trip. Meka, let's go.
So we finished up at the United Rally. Finally got some nice weather, so it's still kind of cool in the morning. Was it 33, I guess? Sorry for the truck noise in the background, but we left the Pima County Fairgrounds a couple days ago. We are at Cactus Country, and you can see why. Show you some of the cactus that we see.
Giant cactuses. This landscape is what we'll be seeing a lot of in the next 6 weeks or so.
Well, we're going to go to a, I don't know if it's an iconic place, but the type of cactus, saguaro. It's like saguaro cactus. So the national park for Saguaro National Park is only 10 miles away. So we're going to go check it out, and we're going to maybe hike a little bit, maybe not. Still kind of,
Yeah, we are.
okay, I guess we are.
We are.
Apparently we are. So we're going to go check it out, and this is the last day here. Then we head up to Mesa, then Quartzsite. So let's go check out the Saguaro.
Finally, an adventure. It's been a while.
I don't know. I'm not sure what they're like, but let's go ahead.
Saguaro National Park is located near Tucson, Arizona, and as the name implies, the 92,000-acre park features saguaro cactus, which flourish here. There are numerous hikes around this massive park, but most of them are very rugged and remote. There are, of course, some easy ones as well, like the one that we did. And for those with dogs, there are only a few of which they are allowed on. You may want to invest in dog shoes to avoid situations like what we had. These saguaro cactus are so interesting. They live up to over 200 years old, and they said it takes 75 years or more for them to actually spur their first arm. Some of these never actually grow arms. They call those spears. So I'm guessing that
I think it would cost you.
The ones that are super tall with lots of arms have to be the oldest ones in the park.
Water! Water! We're in the desert.
It's really beautiful today. This is January, what day is this? 19th, January 19th. I'd say the temperature is in the low 60s. Beautiful day. And I have a feeling we're going to learn a lot about cactus while we're here the next 6
Yeah, this
weeks.
is interesting. So if you look at over here, so this one, he's branched out. Well, like branch, but down here, there's no needles. All the needles are off.
You hope.
Well, I'm not touching it, but then right here where it starts, all the needles. So I wonder what happened there. It looks like somebody...
He's needleless. After taking that very short hike, then we just went on. This is what you do. You get back into the car and you have a snack, have some water, and then you just drive. So it is an 8-mile loop around the park.
Okay.
And since we have Meka with us today, that's pretty much most of what we're going to do, because we can't really take her to any of these other hikes. We didn't record what happened, but actually a little tiny piece of a cactus had fallen off onto an area where she stepped on it, and of course got a one of the quills. What do they call those?
Stickers?
Stickers, whatever those things are, in her foot. But she's fine now, and we're just going to play it safe and see everything from the car.
One of the things I always like to do when we're traveling, and it's just something I'm fascinated with, and we've done it a couple times before, is if you're in an area where a big, named university is, I like to go see those. We did that when we were in Madison, Wisconsin, went to go see University of Wisconsin. Indiana, we went to go see Notre Dame and, some others as well. Well, Tucson is home for the University of Arizona Wildcats. And so I'm going to go check it out. I dropped Pam off at the RV because she doesn't really care for those things. And I can understand why, but I'm just fascinated, with that, just these big name institutions. So let's go check out the University of Arizona. So it's always cool to see these football stadiums, but I don't really associate, and this is no disrespect to the Wildcats for football, but I don't really associate their sports dynasties, if you will, or just their strength in sports and football. But basketball, they have always been just awesome in basketball. So it was great to see that arena where they play.
Today starts the first day of a real adventure, I guess you could say. So Ken and I, and Meka, we're headed to Quartzsite, and I'm not sure that this is something that we were like, oh, we got to go to Quartzsite, but it was always something that we were like, oh, that'd be kind of fun to experience it.
I think it's a rite of passage for RVers. We've been to Tampa twice, and we love Tampa, and we were going to be out here anyway for the United Rally, so we thought, let's do Quartzsite. Now we're not boondocking.
We're not dry camping.
Yeah,
we are staying at the KOA Saloon, I think is what it's called.
Call it salami. We'll put a spelling down below here.
And it's about 10 miles from Quartzsite. We're going to stay there until Sunday, which is actually the last day of the RV show. And we're going to go and experience it. And hopefully the weather's going to cooperate. And maybe it won't be too dry and dusty and windy. But
there's a bunch of other channels that we've come to know that we're going to meet up with out there. So we're excited about that.
Hopefully we'll meet some subscribers there, because it's actually a pretty popular place for RVers in Arizona. And wow, have we learned that Arizona is definitely a popular place in the winter for people who want to escape the cold, for sure.
Well, we made a quick turn off. Google Maps told us to take this exit, and we made a right turn, and we immediately realized we are not taking this road because we're still about 20 some odd miles from Salome, and there's just no way we're going down this road. We made a turn all autumn, right away. It was just, it's all torn up, and it must be BLM land here. And we've heard about why the U.S. government is wanting to restrict BLM land, because it is just filled with trash. There's tires, there's beer cans, there's there's bottles, there's just trash everywhere. And I don't know that this is because it was blown in here, but it's awful. People just come out here and camp in BLM and land, and they just leave crap. I'm counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 or 9 tires, and then there's another one, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So we're heading back to I-10 and going west. I'm on this side of the camper, by the way, because it's super windy out, and this is the first test of towing in the wind with this guy. And yeah, I feel it back there. I definitely feel it getting blown around a little bit, but so far so good. But we're going to get back on I-10, and we're going to try. There's a town up here that's a little out of the way, but I think that's probably a better road to go up. So we're heading that way.
wind and dust. My two least favorite things.
We're Florida people.
This is the desert.
Well, good morning from the desert. Interesting night last night. And you know, we should have gotten a little more footage from the RV content creator meetup there at Quartzsite. That was a lot of fun. Had a chance to meet Traveling Robert. Had a chance to meet Mark Guido from The Grand Adventure. Rolling with Rosie. We got a chance finally to meet Ginger and Jarhead. And of course, Chris and Katrina from Everyday Getaway, who are camped just a couple doors down here from us. And we've met them, of course, as you guys know, from our channel and their channel, and become good friends of ours. I got to tell you, this winter has been a series of, and we're not rookies anymore. We are actually pretty experienced at this, been doing this 4 years. And never have I had a frozen hose before. And if you remember, we had the frozen sewer hose when we were trying to leave Texas. Well, we checked the weather forecast last night, and usually when I know it's going to be below freezing, and significantly below freezing, not like right at 32, even 31, and is I'll disconnect the hose and just, you know, put some water in the fresh tank. Well, this morning I got up and we checked the forecast, and it was only supposed to be 34 as the low, so, you know, pretty reasonable. And I got up this morning to use the restroom and noticed there was no water, and so I came out this morning and this is what I found. I don't want to grab it and touch it because I'm afraid to break it, but it was connected to the rig, and I did disconnect it this morning. But check this out. So yes, we have a frozen hose, so no water. Now we do have, according to the sea level, we have about 15% water in our tank, so which roughly equates to, I don't know, I guess about 5 gallons or so, maybe 6 gallons. So enough to flush toilets, enough to do stuff, and we have, you know, spring water to make coffee and things like that. I guess the lesson here, if anything, especially maybe for me, is if you think it's even going to be close to freezing, based on, you know, Google Weather or the Weather Channel or anything else, is don't take the chance to leave your hose connected. In 4 years of doing this, we have never frozen a garden hose or a sewer hose, and so far this winter we've now frozen both. So, and I guess the desert is just like that, right? It's just, the air is so dry here, and I guess the temperatures just really drop, but the forecast didn't call for that. So we got to wait for the sun to come up. We'll get a hairdryer on it and just kind of slowly thaw it out a little bit, and hopefully we didn't damage the hose, because we're out at Quartzsite, and I'm not sure where. And maybe at the Big Tent show we can find a hose, because that's a lesson learned for everybody. And so far I'm 2 for 2 this winter.
While we didn't get much footage from the Quartzsite show, we did get to meet up with friends and make new ones. It was so great to catch up with so many. One of the benefits of this lifestyle is making friends in one part of the country and then seeing them again in another.
So this is the start of the RV content creator meetup, and you know, we're just so very humbled when we, you know, walk through and people reach out to us and, you know, say, hey, we watch your stuff, and, you know, don't stop, you're an inspirational, which I never thought of myself as inspirational, but, you know, I like the compliment, and we love it, so we'll continue to do it. But yeah, it's just fun. And finally, the weather's warm, it's not windy, and they're going to do this indoors. I'm thinking we should just stay outdoors, because finally this is what we came to Arizona for, this kind of weather. So let's meet some people here soon. Well, let's I guess day 3 here, or morning 3 anyway, at found out it's actually Salome, not salami, so I was wrong on that. But, you know, New York salami, sopressata, you know, whatever it takes. We didn't get a lot of footage from Quartzsite yesterday. We thought we were going to walk through some RVs. We basically just ran into a bunch of people that we knew, that we wanted to see, and that was just a lot of fun catching up with that. Then we went to the RV content creator rally, and that was a lot of fun, and I guess we just sort of got distracted. We went and had a couple beers after that, and it was dark, and then we had to get back to Meka, so we didn't capture a lot of footage. So just an impression for me is we walked through the big tent, and, you know, it's what you'd expect, a bunch of vendors, you know, selling RV related wear, and actually a lot of people selling things that were not even really RV related. So I think from a comparison perspective on the shows, clearly Tampa is just much more, you know, around RV sort of related stuff, because I have to walk around and show you something that happened yet again. Somebody explained to me how 36 degrees, and it's getting a little bit warmer now, results in a frozen hose yet again. I've got to find a new weather app. I guess when you suspend a hose from the air, from the rig that it's exposed to the air, I guess it freezes even when it's not quite 32 degrees. So kind of interesting, but it looks like a beautiful morning. I think it's going to warm up. We're going to do something really exciting today. A bunch of folks have got Jeeps, and we're going to go Jeeping, and to I guess there's a bar out in the middle of the desert, and we're going to go check that out, and it's going to be a lot of fun. I think the weather's going to warm up. Anyway, we're going to start getting ready to head out here in a bit. All right, so this is where we are going off-road. So Chris and Katrina were kind enough to take us in their Jeep, because if we took the Super Duty, as I told them, we'd all need dental work by the time we got through these roads. So this is a great trail, and Jeep definitely handles us well. They say there's a bar up here, and I'm trying. And we take us to the train. That's what I'm too late now. And we have been trusting them, and still trust them, but we're not really sure there's a bar up here. And as Pam said, we could be going to the train station. Those of you that watch Yellowstone know what we mean about that. At the end of this 5-mile dirt trail just outside of Park, Arizona, is the Nelli E Saloon, otherwise known as the Desert Bar. Situated on the site of an old mine, this bar is cash only, has live music often, and a decent menu with decent food. Getting there is half the fun. The day we were there, we came with Chris and Katrina of Our Everyday Getaway and Mike and Susan of RV Blogger.
We need a razor to go have some fun.
I did not shave this morning, so I'm not sure if that's what she was talking about.
No, that's not the razor I was talking about.
Bring your Jeep, Razor, or heck, we even saw Class C up there. Good luck with that. The band was great, the view was great, and we're glad we got a chance to visit there. But now it was time to head back to Mesa to finish out the month of February.